Welcome back, everybody. Got a three cases of Outsiders and 3 cases of Uprising I need to smash open. So I'm gonna do that quickly. Let's quickly. Oh. Look at that. Starting with man, I haven't opened this in a minute. Okay, equipment, then a single card, then rares, foil. Okay. Hey bros, good morning, buddy. Hunting Marvels, but with Outsiders, really hoping for anything that is hey Herbert, that's playable, premeditate, codexes, all of the above. I'm gonna try and zoom through this. Hey Yang, got a million things to do today. Another morning stream. All right, inertia's good. Not the top of the line, but it's good. Scalpel. So I will probably do the Outsiders and then smash Uprising. Whoa. What's the easiest way to do this? Backwards? Alright, we got a Cold Fall pack. Not a Marvel. Merkmeyer and nothing. I'm not even going to acknowledge the Seeker's Hood. So I'm using this matte black Ultimate Guard playmat. I wanted to see what the black looks like for box openings, because I'm considering making some flip box playmats. But if I make something, I want it to look good on stream. So these can go here. That'll do. Acer. This is what we need, see? It's good. More premeditates for the shop. It's great. It's a rare. Yeah, Nuda, I don't have a schedule. Oh, spike with the frames. What I thought it was a codex, so I got excited. Hey Connor, yeah, I playing around with the streaming schedule, but to be honest, I just know I can stream right now. Versus right, so you can tell the stream how long it's been live for, buddy. We just went online, so no Marvels yet. So we're gonna do 3 Outsiders and 3 Uprising. I mean, we'll definitely hit Marvels in the Uprising. Knives Out. And, oh, okay, double Knives Out pack. That's a weird one. Foil. I don't think that has any value. Seemed really good, but I don't think it is. Down and dirty, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I called that one. People didn't listen. Down and Dirty is very, very good. In many ways. Yeah, good idea, Nudo. Get the playset cheap. Well, there's also the fact that we're getting an Illusionist Adult next set. So you're nearly guaranteed to need poppers in the deck, and if you need poppers in the deck, then Down and Dirty, I believe, is the best popper in the game now. Alright, box one is, man, not great. I mean, no big complaints, but 4 non-foil Majestics. Better than the old CSC. 100% Douglas, because you can put it in Arsenal, which helps you free up your hand and do what you need to do to win the game, and then the popper's on just ready. It's much better than any other popper in the game, I believe. Like, if you're putting in Command and Conquer in the deck anyway, yes, sure. But, it's still a 2 for 6, which is on rate. It doesn't have an on hit, but defending from Arsenal is huge. If you get hit with a Command and Conquer, it's huge. And if you need to pop something from Arsenal, is really good. It also lets you beat things like Rana's barraging, like anything that says defend from hand or X amount of cards defending. And yes, it does work against Dominia, because Dominia doesn't have to look at your Arsenal card. Look, I believe it's the best popper in the game. As in a card that's exclusively in the deck to pop. I think the best popper, like best value card, is Death Touch. 1 for 6. Ranger and Assassin. That's a better card, but please subscribe, like this video if you haven't. There's a couple of giveaways at the moment. One is on Twitter. We're like 20 follows off giving away the LSS water bottle. If you're curious what that looks like, look at the shorts on this YouTube channel. Also, here we go, cold for a pack. The Good Deeds Don't Go Unnoticed promos are being given out. I think this is an okay one. People are playing this at the moment. Don't know if it's got a lot of value, but not bad for a cold fall. Yeah, Good Deeds Go Unnoticed. Basically, any order on the single shop. I mean, obviously we'll run out, but orders for slabs are getting slabbed. Promos and orders for loose cards will get a loose one. And we're not really dictating the size of order for those. Yeah, I think it's also in the Riptide build now. If you're running Nourishing Emptiness, it lets you just go get it quite efficiently. Hey, Remy. Yeah, I don't know if I've signed up to any though. I will be at RTNs. 2 cold for boxes. Yes, Douglas. Yes. Spreading Plague. Ooh, Burners of the Past. Foil. Yeah, I think Blood Drop Pox is like, yes, it's 2 damage, but Frailty is usually going to prevent more than 2. Depending on the deck, Inertia can be very good as well. Preventing an end of turn Arsenal is really good for a lot of decks to stop them dealing a lot of damage back. But yeah, I think Frailty is the way to go. This thing, is it the second Inertia we get? This is box 2. So far, we have a Premeditate and 2 Codex of Inertia, I think. Yeah, I hate Japanese packs. Have I mentioned that? Love Japanese people. Hate Japanese made packs. Buzzsaw Trap 4. This is cool. I don't know how much it's worth, but plenty of Riptides out there. Would be happy with that. Alright, that's 2 boxes done. Duo. Thanks, Brother Rob. I'm not doing it on purpose. Like, the shop needs the stock, so I'm opening for the shop, and this is when I have time. So rather than like put Netflix on and do it, I might as well get some content. I talk to you guys and then get along with my day. But my evenings have been full. And to be honest, I'm way less tired. You know, it's 9 a.m. So I have the energy to sit here for 3 hours and do this. Well, if I start streaming at like 10 p.m. for me, I'm usually a bit worn out. We put our order in for Dusk Till Dawn today. Actually, probably left it later than we should have, but it's fine. I have a lot of that coming. I'm doing my best to see if we can get some box breaks happening for that, for you guys, but I'll update you when I know. Hopefully, maybe in Singapore I get an answer. I mean, they might also just say no again, but I'm trying. So this is box 3. Nothing hit of note. No legendaries. Now here's a cold foil. Here's our chance at glory. Infecting shot and a fisticuffs. Okay. So 3 common cold foils. I believe even fisticuffs is being used. I think that a lot of times, like, this common equipment comes out, and then some of them just actually see play competitively or in Blitz at least. Some of them just make sense. I like that. I like that they're not always completely only used in limited, you know. Sweet like water. Is anyone? I think there's some of the RTNs have started firing already. Is it Europe? Okay, Trench. First legendary. That's seeing play now. I still haven't got the hang of why you play it in Barber Undertow. I haven't been using it. You had 2? Okay. Nah, it wasn't more than 2 maybe? I've been seeing a lot of the Jubiles for sale. Like, I've seen like 4 Jubiles for sale. So, must be another region or 2. For what it's worth, I want to buy a Jubile. I try and buy it locally, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna sell for 500. I saw one for like 2 something US. That's probably give and take. Oh, we've hit 2 for. This is a sick looking foil. Look at that. How do I show you best? That looks really cool. The spikes are all. It's also cool to get 2 of them. Alrighty. Box 4. 100 low. I think it's worth more than 100. Like, you still got to win an RTN to get one, right? Or is it top 2? Because if it's win, it's still like worth more than that. In rarities speak, maybe not a lot of people play Jubile. I get that, but like it's a collector's item. It's gonna be very hard to get, and every Dory main is gonna want one. And the borders. I don't know, Rob. I feel like I just want them to stick with the rarities they're using. I don't like Marvels are a cool idea. I just feel like they can be overdone or underdone for that matter. What I actually just I don't like any feels bad pulls. Like it doesn't like even Rainbow Foil. Angel, you haven't missed much. Rainbow Foil legendaries to a point now are starting to feel bad when you hit them. And by feel bad, I'm talking like the value's so low. Like you hit a legendary, it doesn't even cover a big portion of the box you opened it in. But the hit rates are higher. That's why. Like that's what happens when they've tweaked the numbers. You see more legendaries, they will by default go down in price. I would like to hit a Van Brace because I don't own one, believe it or not. Well, Rob, they're doing that in the Judge packs, right? You're going to be getting cold foil pummels as an example. So that's just a old staple that's going to have a cold foil variation. So I'd prefer them to just keep doing that. Is make the cold foils special rather than in boxes. Judge packs are a really cool idea. I'm excited for the content I can make with Judge packs. One red cold foil. That's the way. Full degenerate mode. I've run a blue pummel on Dory. Did it in a Pro Quest where I was expecting a lot of dash and it worked quite well. The only issue is, and that's has always been my argument with putting this stuff in Dory, I didn't win that game. I didn't have I didn't have that like ability to keep tempo after pummeling in a race face, you know? Nothing happened. Hey Devin. So okay. No, this is the first cold foil of this box. And not good. 4 cold foil comments. Yeah, I don't like playing like Dory. You just need a big fat Dawnblade. Like that's what it feels like. Everything else is just done better with other decks. Like if you're gonna play pummels, play Guardian, play a deck that super punishes a pummel. Dory, you get that one feel good turn, and then because you've pummeled something that's not your weapon, it doesn't really go anywhere. The game, that is, the game state. Alright, a few packs left. This is just case 1 of 3. Yes, Hemel, I'm aware I need to pull better, but I didn't make the pack distribution, you know. Talk to your mate Newsom. Get him to fix it. I think 4 packs left. Trench isn't bad. I'm happy that we did hit a legendary. Hey, Laura. Yeah, it's funny the different faces pop into chat when it's at a different time. Hey, Harley. 2 packs left. Double, yes, Connor, I have definitely seen double cold foils. Alright. Rubbish. The case is extremely average. Although we did hit a, what is it? An extra rainbow foil majestic. Now, technically, you don't have to hit, you don't always hit more than 4. But that's it. All right. It'll be better. I believe you, Laura. Let's see. Case 2 of 3. So mind you, the real hunt here is for non-foil majestics, right? The more codexes I hit, the happier I am, because that's something that just flies off the shelves on the shop, and we can never have enough. So I think we've hit 2 inertias in here and 1 premeditate, so that's what we want. We want as much of those as we can. All right, cold foil is a Mask of Manifestations. Have we hit all the masks? I think we have. And 2 rares. Okay. I don't even know the pricing. I'm just saying, like, everything ends up being listed, including all the foils. You know, foil rares sell okay, but the main thing is non-foil majestics that people want in decks. There's just physically not enough of them. Down and dirties would be great. Oh, what's this? Stab wound. Curtis, I agree. That's my preference too. The tackiness of the Japanese print is really slippery. We're on case 2 now. Case 1 just had the trench. 1 premeditate, 2 codex of inertia, and a whole bunch of common cold foils. Sedation. Double Marvel, Marvel F, yes. Double Marvel, I don't think I've seen anyone pull double Marvel case, but yeah, Curtis, I know. I called it too. Not that I called the 10, but I was saying if it doesn't have the print line, it's gonna grade really well. There's 2 in the world now in PCG as 10s. The other one is Hank from Goblin Reserve. He has a world label on his too, which is kind of cool. Pre-selling the Outsiders set. So we sold like a lot of the common rare playsets, but we sold very few of the Majestic, which is crazy because it turned out the Majestic one was so undervalued, or underpriced, I should say. So we're probably not doing that again if they've changed the pull rate of Majestics, which just doesn't... We would have needed to charge a lot more than we did. There's a way to consensually slap people. I need friends like that. Yeah, Hammer, I know. Look, funnily enough, the real demand is for class sets. So what we got asked for was, hey, can I buy just common rare Majestic playset for Assassin or Ranger? We said no, but I think that's where the money is. It's 10 a.m. No, 9:30 a.m. Laura? Yeah, so I think that's actually where the money is building the class specific. But again, Outsiders had all these dual class cards, so it felt like that also would have just not... It was hard to calculate how much they cost to... But I don't think I'm going to do it. So if I do box breaks, I might end up going down that route of like you can buy a slot for Assassin or whatever. But I feel like even that is just really annoying to watch, because I have to sort the box as I go through it. Look, we'll see. Second last pack. Shuriken. Ugh. Not what we want to see. But yeah, I think overall it sold really well. Oh, there we go. It's still an inertia, but hey, foil codex is great to see. Last pack magic there. Amnesia. Hey, Kafrika, you too. We're on box 2 of case 2. We should be opening 6 cases total. It's salty. Steve Owen exists. One way to find out. He doesn't anymore. They do sell machines to sort commons. It would be useful, except no one making these machines has any sort of... I don't know. They're all like typical card gamer business people, you know? Hobbyists versus business people. It's just so hard to get a good quality machine at a good price with like actual servicing and stuff. Hey, Jonathan. So yeah, this is a nice hit. Rainbow Foil Orbitoclast. It doesn't look, sorting commons at the end of the day, you nearly don't have to sort the commons. Like, you can have enough sorted, and then as you sell stuff, you can just go digging and pick out the cards you want. Like, there's always more commons than you can possibly sell. Foil rares and up become something you really want to archive properly, so you can go and dig. if like, remember, like, for instance, this is an outsider's opening. The common stack and the tokens are in one pile. As long as you keep them in one pile and it's already sorted by rarity and set, actually finding a specific card becomes quite easy. Now, if I was trying to do our sorting friend a favor, I'd be not putting the tokens in that pile, but it doesn't end up being like a big issue. Okay, cold foil incoming. Not a codex. Looks like a common. It is a common, Seeker's Hood. Look, we're back at where we started. I'm telling you, the collation on Japanese is like dumb. If we get a mask and many faces in the next box, I'm just gonna quit. I mean, it depends on what you're doing with them. Like, from a money perspective, but that was the same. We got this box before. Like, you're not going to make money making common sets. If someone already paid you for a common set, then yes, by all means, sort it out. We do that, but by the way, we sort nearly all our commons. I'm just saying, I don't know if it's like economically viable to keep everything sorted all the time. And to be honest, for the time it takes when you sell those commons, you nearly never make money. But some of the money you make is by growing the game too. So having the service of selling common playsets is really good for the game. And yes, most people that order common rare playset also want a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't know if I'm excited for the new set yet. I think I'm excited to see a 10 Marvel set again. That's going to be cool. Even if it's all dragons. Yeah, there's warrior support for sure. We know that. I've kind of lost hope they're going to do Dory any favors. I don't feel like anyone on the dev team at LSS actually is focused on that. But I'm keeping my expectations low for a reason. If they do, I'll be very excited. But then, double majestic pack. The problem is the same as Azalea. If they make Dory viable, then heaps of people are going to jump on Azalea, Dory, you know, which it is also not fun. Curtis, I hope they reprint Glistening. Be nice to have foils. But I can't imagine it's the only thing they're printing, you know. If there is a reprint like Glistening, fine. But so far, they've had chances to reprint cards, and they haven't from the Classic Battle. Like, this isn't the first supplementary set since the Classic Battles came out, so. Well, Infernal Angel, I don't really play the class, so that's why I'm not too excited. Yes, Dory has I think one of, if not the most amount of specializations already in the game and in the deck. So I don't think that's like what the deck needs. I think the deck needs some slightly better attack reactions, something that gives a Twinning Blade effect. And the main thing is the unconditional swing twice. Like, at the moment, it's very easy to stop Dorinthia, but the way they printed Quicksilver, where you can swing twice regardless of how well the opponent knows how to block you, would be great to have some sort of card that just lets you swing twice. But again, I'm not a game designer. I'm a fan. We'll see what happens. Guys, I mentioned this earlier in the video, but there's 50 of you in here now. There's a giveaway over on Twitter for a LSS water bottle. They're quite rare and expensive, so you can get your hands on one for free. Just go follow. I think I'm 20 followers away, and then I'll post something where you retweet it to enter. The promos. No good deed goes unnoticed, or good deeds don't go unnoticed. They're all available now. If you order on the shop, we will send you one for free. Marvel. Man, we only hit inertias this stream, but hey, there's a Marvel. No complaints. We'll take it. Yeah, flickerbox.com. Any singles order is basically getting sent the promo tip while stocks last. That's really cool. I'm very happy to see one. Any Marvel is good. Well, Spell Shock, I wish you'd been in here the whole time instead of wait this long to jump in, you know. Could have been hitting Marvels left, right, and center. This is box 3 of case 2. Alright, leave and come back. Doing Singapore event pickup. What is Singapore event pickup? Oh yes, like if you order anything on the shop, I will be able to bring it to Singapore, if that's what you're asking. Also, if you're going to Singapore and you know any judges at the Singapore event, I'm buying the judge packs to open while I'm there. Like I'll make a video, so keep that in mind. Isolate. Hey, Andy. So yeah, that's it. That's all the announcements. Well, look, I don't actually care if I buy all the judge packs. I would just like to open them all in one video. So if people want to get their pack back, we'll just write their name on it. I'll open it in the video at the event and then just hand it back. I don't like, I want the cards, but I don't. The point is to make a video so people can watch. Yeah, exactly, Hamel. So we just do your packs and then we hand you the cards that you own. It'll just be cool because I think we don't have data on these packs at all, but opening as many as we can will help with the data point of, hey, okay, there's, you know, if we open 10 packs and hit 6 cold foil pummels, then we know it's pretty common. I have a bunch of videos on my channel for gold foils. I open 7 at once. People love that. Love to see a whole bunch open at once. How's Singapore? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, when I travel, I don't really do anything fun. I just go to the events. Singapore is clean and quiet and safe, and the food's great and cheap. It's generally humid and hot, although I don't know, this time of year maybe it's a bit milder weather, but usually expect to have kind of miserable weather and great food. That's my Singapore summary. But then I'm not a touristy type of person. I think there's, yeah, for sure, Hamel. I think there's like a whole bunch of gardens and I'm sure there's some very nice restaurants. Like it depends on what you like doing when you travel. Alright, here's our cold foil last one. Most likely for, of course, it couldn't be a legendary. That would be we haven't hit a legendary this case though, so that's not nice. Yeah, I'll play a couple of RTNs. There's no Chick-fil-A. That's the problem. Need Chick-fil-A. I was so disappointed. I went to catch my flight out of Baltimore, and I ate, and then I'm walking to my gate, and on the way to the gate, there's a Chick-fil-A. I'm like, this whole time I could have... Come on, Legendary. No Legendary case. It'd be a massive disappointment, actually. Scale peeler. Line. I don't like that they print rainbow foil common equipment. When the common cold foils generally over the whole game cost under $5 anyway. Well, 2 packs left, so this looks like a no Legendary case. It's not good. And Down and Dirty is nice, but that's it. Yep, no Legendary whatsoever, which is extremely underrated. Because it's definitely more than 1 Legendary per case on average. I guess the Codex Marvel took all the luck. Alright, this is case 3. I should probably, let me put these commons away before they topple. I think the issue I have, and a bunch of people have with these Marvels, is they don't look like a Flesh and Blood card. That's not a complaint, it's just a preference thing. Still feel like I really enjoy the look of my deck being somewhat thematic and uniform, and like I don't know if I would put those in my deck. I'm not talking about price though, so it's like you should definitely see a Legendary in a case. Especially like equipment, common equipment rainbow foils. Man, we've had too many shurikens already. Alright, first cold foil of this case. See, it's the feels bad. I don't know how they're supposed to fix that. It's the feels bad of hitting a common cold foil. Just, yeah. Ooh, 3rd Premeditate. Very cool. We want those for the shop. I feel like that's also something that's changed. I think in the early sets up to Crew, a common, well actually Crew only had rare cold foils, right? It didn't have any common ones, which helped Crew, like the values even to this day above rate for, as you do, but I mean I think they may be trying to avoid making too many rare equipment and armor, I guess, but all I'm saying is there are sets, I think even Monarch first, where you hit a common cold foil and it's a good hit, and Aria onwards is, and has been, just feels bad. Nothing's actually changed except the perception that it's not worthwhile. Crew did have cold foil Talishar, yeah. There it is. Hey, Big B. No, I personally would rather not get a cold foil every box and know that when I see a cold foil, it will be impactful. But I think they're still experimenting with this stuff because they keep adding and changing. Like, notice there's no full art treatments in this set except for the legendaries, which kind of don't count because it's impossible to hit them. So I think they're still figuring out what they want to do. See, like this, like we've hit 4 Codex of Inertias, right? 4. None of the others. 5, if you count the foil. It shouldn't happen. I don't think statistically it's very likely to happen either. I think it's just not randomized enough. Goal was 700, Ben. 700 tickets. Hey John, been going for 47 minutes. This is the last case and the first box of it. Well, Uprising's next, Infernal. We got shafted in the cases we opened, except that we hit a Marvel Icelander that graded a 10. And I think we hit a Dracona Optimi Marvel. But the legendaries were terrible, so I've got 3 more cases. Let's see if we get anything better. It's probably my worst Uprising box opening ever. 5 cases, I think we hit 8 of the same legendaries, like 3 of each, and they're all the bad ones. I think most of the sets are okay EV. Man, I don't know. I actually don't know. Haven't looked in a while. Like, for a minute, Tales of Aria was really good, but then you have some bans and LLs, and suddenly Channel Lake is not as expensive as it was. But yeah, exactly what Hemel said. It really depends on what you're buying for. Like, from the distributor to buy and open, my guess is the next set to be good will be Monarch Unlim. That's my guess. But we really don't know till we see what's in Dustforgone. Yeah, but Dynasty's a supplemental set or expansion set, so it's never good EV. Like, it's all the draft sets have better chances. Wow, big hit. What's a foil down and dirty right now? Someone tell me. $30? There you go. Ha! Look at that, out of nowhere. Some luck. 2 packs in a row with hits. Rainbow Plague Hive. I mean, it's $100, not a lot, but is it 100? It's more than that. 200 Aussie, but it's not bad in a row. Still extremely short on legendaries. Way too low, if you ask me. We're on the second box of the third case, and we've seen one Rainbow Foil Trench. That's not right. Not good at all. No cold foil legendaries. My luck, I don't know where my luck's gone. We'll save it all for Dusk Till Dawn. Remember when everyone was saying this was a hero? It just turned out to be a generic rare. The daggers are good though. I'm happy to see the daggers. People want those. Like I said, we opened for like the main EV, the meat is in the Majestics. A set EV is very dependent on the spread of the Majestics. Like Uprising, for instance, is starting to become top heavy. Like you have to pick. Yes, Caprica, I do think so. But when one of them becomes very meta, you watch the pricing go up. Yeah, when a set like Uprising, you hit a Crown of Providence, you pretty much pay for the case. That's an issue because you're not likely to pull one. WTR Unlim became like that. You had to hit the Tunic to really see value, or Heart, which again, unlikely you're going to see those. Or you get very lucky, but when the Majestics, like Everfest I think at the moment, the Majestics have really good spread. That's a good set to open because your variance, your chances are quite good to see the stuff that will pay for your opening. That is the last pack of this box. Nothing. Okay. Not that was a very good box overall. No complaints, but we actually had 2 down and dirties in it. I would not touch Monarch, Andrew. Is it Andrew? No. Hey, Andrew. Ike. I wouldn't touch. No, wait. Who said it? Curtis. Would not touch Monarch Unlimited. There's no value in that set right now. Like, so many Majestics are under 50 cents that I just would steer clear till we see what's in Dusk Till Dawn. And yeah, it's just not good value. I don't care if Monarch Unlim was $100, I wouldn't open it. That's me. I don't know. What do you think, Hamel? Would you touch Monarch Unlim? Also, first ed is not that much more expensive, but you have the chance at cold foil. Even the cold foil commons in Monarch are decent. Some of them anyway. Sure, but is it actually good EV? Well, yeah, everything depends on what you paid, right? But I just feel like it's never good EV. Well, no, Curtis, now you're assuming. This is what I'm trying to say. You just have to wait. You're assuming we need cards from Monarch. We don't know. Anyway, I'm not touching Monarch Unlim till I see some spoilers or deck lists that show that there's the need for the Monarch legendaries, because it's all assumptions. You are all assuming. Everyone's speccing and buying, but we've had this happen before and it doesn't translate. You know, Emma, I'm not saying you made a bad decision. I'm saying I wouldn't go and buy that. I would not call Monarch Unlimited a good set to open. It's a speculative thing. There's so much of it. Also, keep in mind, you're going to be competing with everybody drafting it soon. So if you're a shop opening, keep in mind that the whole national season is Monarch draft. So there's going to be a whole bunch of people opening a whole bunch of cards and listing them. It's competition at the end of the day. Yeah, Kefrika, exactly. There'll be so many people listing their unlimited hits. But again, as a shop speaking, I just wouldn't. But see, second foil. Let's go check. Like, this shouldn't happen. It just always boggles my mind. It makes me not. Like, it's the other side of it. So sure, it's a different card, I guess. It's just luck. I was going to say it was the same side, just shouldn't happen. Well, it's unlikely the new Prism functions anything like the old one because we've seen the allies already. No Codex of Frailty, no. So we know the new Prism more than likely works off a ward mechanic, not... Because all the angels are ward, so are you playing ward plus auras, or are you playing ward plus heralds? And if it's ward plus auras, I think Phantasmal Footsteps is useless on the class. There's 8 legendaries in the new set. So, who knows what they print. 8 legendaries contending for those same slots. Like, they might be legendaries for... They might have new Light Illusionist boots for all we know. That are ally specific. One of the heroes is a legendary? Hope not. I hate seeing legendary heroes. They kind of... Shiana was the only one, was great, and then you have Emperor. And Emperor is one of those feels bad ones. Like, you just don't want to see an Emperor. But we'll see. Either way, it's 8 legendaries that you're... Also, like, there's a wallet fatigue thing. Like, 8 legendaries in the new set, lots of cards, big set. Unless your Monarch Unlim card is extremely playable, I don't think they'll sell very well. I know I sold you did you sell me a stack? Ah, rainbow foil ones. Yeah, I have a bunch. 15, 20, I think. Alright, here's our cold foil. It's not a marvel, I would have been able to tell. Come on. Come on. I don't know why we bother sometimes. Oops. Hey, Breezy. And 60 of you. Welcome, everyone. Just joining in. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter if you want to win a LSS water bottle. It's the last pack of this box. 1 box left. Man, 1 legendary in... Whew. 1 legendary in 12 boxes. Not good. So we hit a Hive and an Inertia, but they are technically... They don't take up the space of a legendary. Technically. So I'm happy, but... Hopefully all the luck is waiting for our big Monarch first stream. Okay, a different codex, finally. Maybe that bodes well. Maybe not. Shadow allies, you already have 2 of them. They were the first allies in the game were for Shadow heroes. No one played them. Well, not a lot. Don't know when the Monarch first stream is. Maybe around during spoiler season. We'll see. Maybe when I do the spoiler box break that I'm hoping I'll get again. This set, I'll stream Monarch first before opening the box. I think shadow allies are already quite strong. What exists in the game. Legendaries. What would be cool is if they added different ways to summon those specific allies, you know? Because they already exist. And they're thematic in the lore as well. It's Ursa and what's the other one? I can't remember off the top of my head. Never played those heroes. I'm sure there's something being spoiled at Singapore. I mean, maybe something small, maybe big. Plasma Fett. Yeah, they're both very, like, you know, they make sense that they exist in the world, so. And they're very strong. Here's a cold foil opportunity to get rich. It's not, it's fucking common. Never mind. This might mean 2 cases with no legendaries in it. Disgusting. Collapsing trap. Hey Xavier. Undertow. I think I dumped the rare, I did. Man, like 4 packs left. Look, it's fine. As long as I just want to hit like 3 Crown of Providences in Uprising, I'll be happy. I don't care about Marvels or nothing, just 3 crowns. Rainbow Foil ones, it's fine. That's all we need. That's... Alright, last pack? No, second last pack. That's not a legendary, although... Wait, did we hit all 3? I want to go see if we hit all 3. That's cool, actually. That's pretty cool. The playset of Rainbow Foil. Hair Bros is like, yes please. That is not a legendary. Fuck this set. It's actually the last of it that I have. Maybe I just won't touch it anymore, huh? After this, that's enough pain. Man, 1 legendary in 3 cases. It's funny because people talk about like their bad luck. There you go. There's a documented 3 cases in a row with 1 legendary. That's Rainbow Foil also. So these are the big hits. Is it terrible? No, they're great hits. But is it enough for 3 cases worth of money? No. Not even close. Alright, here we go. Flugenbox.com. You can buy these cards in the next few days. Alright. Quickly check my phone. Anything? No. Okay. It is uprising time. Now this is going to leave a whole bunch of white dust. I might pre-open all the cases. It just speeds this up. So I've got 12 more boxes to open. Paper packs. I mean, the rate is 2 marbles a case in Uprising, so it'll be slightly more exciting. I haven't planned this out correctly. There we go. Code for legendaries. I mean, we didn't do great the last time we opened this, except for that we hit 2 marbles and one of them is probably worth enough to pay for the whole box opening now. But let's see. Okay. I want to see if I can maybe open these packs above the bin. Maybe. They leave so much dust. Yeah, I'm going to do that, I think. So where do we go? This is all the way to the... No, okay, middle. Middle, and then cold foil, yep. You know, I know it's also on the cards, but it's just trying to minimize it. It was terrible cleaning that up. Alright, duplicity is a waste of time. Has that ever seen play? Like, it seems like it should see play, but I don't think it does, ever. It's like, you know what? It's because it cost 3. I think it could be a lot better if it didn't cost 3, right? Because it's like a Kano ability plus op 2. Like, it's like pitching an eye and a Kano ability. It's very strong in a vacuum. Now imagine we hit another Icelander and it's also a 10. Well, actually, that'd be bad because it just dilutes the value of the other one. But hey. Spellfire Cloak for man. Why do you guys hate me? It's Quelling Slippers. You were wrong. Whoops, wrong pile. Oh, 2 cold falls in a row. Frost Hex. I like the going back to having whatever it is, 8 Majestics a box. It's nice. Laura, why don't you take credit for one of the worst box openings on the channel that just happened while you were in the chat? That's what you can do. maybe we've seen all the cold falls we're gonna see this box. What do we think? Look, as box openings go, in a perfect world, it's the end of the box opening that you want to pop off. So this particular stream still has the chance to be absolutely amazing. Whoops. Blue Aether Dart. Alright, 2 packs left. What else would we want to hit here? The Fable's not great. It's really Crown of Providence. Like, that's the shop is lacking them. It's the biggest hit of the set, and aside from that, I think just the Marvel Dragons in general, especially the big ones. I'm in the foil pile, yeah, probably. I do that sometimes. It's a fire one. I didn't care. Furnace would be good, yeah. I mean, I had like 12 furnaces at one point and no one wanted them. How times have changed. A lesson in speculative investment in TCGs. Hold on to everything. Yeah, Workday Slacker, it's the best set to open in my opinion. At the price it is. Yeah, it's roughly Marvel every 2 boxes, roughly. It's what I'd recommend people open. Like, why buy Monarch Unlim when you can buy Uprising if it's the same price? That'd be my best counter to opening Monarch. Bipox. Outsiders was probably the worst we've ever seen. We did 3 cases, got 1 legendary. We got 1 Marvel Codex and 1 Plague Hive Rainbow. That's it. 1 Rainbow Foil Trench in 3 cases. Really bad. That could have easily been 4 legendaries instead of 1. 4 would make more sense. It's okay. We just complain and then we hit stuff. That's what Fluke and Box is about. The channel. Contrary to popular opinion, my name is not Fluke and Box. Anyone got to play the Diablo Service Slam, by the way? We had a bunch of guys. We got to kill the world boss. Why am I doing this all backwards? Post-birth certificate. Yeah, really good, really fun. We got the achievement. Everything ran smoothly. There was a lot less glitching. I remember in the beta when you were zoning from one area to another, sometimes it'd freeze and rubber band. That didn't happen to me once. This is not bad. I feel like this will always see play. Because an Aether Ashwing, depending on how you decide to read that text, is actually AB1. Pseudo AB1. Also, Quell gives you something to pitch into, so it allows you to pitch a red, make the ash, and then turn that ash into an Ashwing. It's actually something you can do turn 0. Well, if you're going second into Wizard, and it lets you start with extra Arcane Barrier. We keep hitting the same rewind. It's foil, but not the actual reverse text. Leveling was quick. I don't know if it's like... I think I like the pace you level at, if you decide to just go quick. But I think I think I'm going to be... Actually, here's some advice. Because I think it's the correct way to do this. If you're going to play Diablo, I would suggest getting a map of all the Lilith shrines. And do that as you're leveling. Like, do all the side quests for Renown, because the Renown stuff is account-based, account-wide. And get the Lilith shrines, because they're also account-wide. So I think playing the first playthrough incredibly slow and over-leveling is going to make a lot of sense. For me, anyway, if someone like me to enjoy the game. Hey, Heather. Because that way it's... Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to play the first one slow. And try and get all of the erroneous stuff. I'm going to sleeve this. I think it's still valuable for a rare. Yep. So last stream I was putting all the... You know what? I still might... Red Foil Oasis, I feel like maybe deserves to stay out. Yeah, I played World Tier 2. Although the World Boss felt... There we go, Legendary 1. Rainbow Foil. I don't know if I've seen a red sand cover, but I should keep an eye out. Yeah, I feel like I see. Oh wait, is sand cover a rare? That's why. And maybe I'm not seeing them. Oh, you know what? We're on box 3, so commons away. It's a common as well. Oh, but see, it's not a generic, so I think we see it less because I can't think of if I saw any in the last box break or this one. Did we? We did. I'm just not... Yeah, I wasn't looking for them. Good idea. I'll put them out. I mean, there's a bunch in there that are worth, like the red Dune Breaker's worth it. We do end up sorting these. They do end up going into a well, they just get sorted. We keep them. Nothing is rubbish. Frightmare. I wonder if that'll see play in the next set. I feel like Frightmare and Ghostly Touch are sort of automatic inclusions with each other, but I don't know if I've ever seen one played. Also, Frightmare marries very well with a Fractal, I believe. It's a great card. I remember seeing it because it was told Timmy's spoiler, and I saw it early because we did like a Thunder spoiler type teaser for it. It's crazy strong. But Same as like the really big brute cards that are scary strong, like Savage Beatdown. The setup or the conditions on it can sometimes make it unplayable. Yeah, I play Dromai. I haven't played Dromai in CC in a long time. I don't particularly like the playstyle in CC. Yeah, it's not for me. But also, I heard that. Yeah, Devon, she doesn't like it. Seems. I think. Oh, what did I miss? There's the foil. What was I going to say? Mira's deck at the PT, I think, was quite aggressive, and that appeals to me. I've got the deck list. I haven't really looked at it, actually. But I've seen some aggro Dromai just demolishing fire. So that's always good. But then maybe you'd auto lose into other matches you're supposed to win. Does this feel like the drought before a big hit? Because it does to me. This is second last pack. Marvel Asvala. I think we didn't get one of these last stream, or maybe we only got one. But hey. Yep. That's sort of how I would prefer to play Dromai, because that slow beat the Guardian playstyle is really boring for me. So one Marvel, one Legendary this case so far. Oh, look at that. Is that like 2 packs in a row? Pretty much. Marvel Kylori. Stack the dragons. Love to see it. Cat or a dog or neither guy? Yeah. I love both. But refuse to own either because responsibility, you know? Hey, Terry. If I lived in a house, maybe if like I had a family, I live alone, so if I could share the responsibility, I would 100% own at least one of each. But hey, maybe one day. Cats are pretty chill, I know, but I don't want to, I don't know. I still travel too much and stuff where I'd have to ask someone to come look after it or check on it, so. That's the thing about being completely unencumbered is you can just take off, you don't have to think. My son is old enough that I can just take off. I don't think I'd have a cat and then want to leave it for a month at a time or something. Not fair on the animal. Always hyped. Hyped for the spoiler season. You want the promos? What promos? What are you not happy about? So opening these over the bin has resulted in a lot less dust on the table. Not zero, but a lot less. Ah, sorry, Terry. You're talking about not the promos. You're talking about the artist proofs, the cold foil signed. Yeah. Yeah, I've beat that drum enough. I don't need to complain about it anymore. Thanks, Gnome. Yeah, I finally got... well, not finally. I got another stripe on my blue belt, which only a few months after the first one, so that's good. Whoops. Singer shop full-time. I've never really worked full-time, man. And no, the shop is not full-time either. It's part-time for both me and Dev. He maybe puts in more day-to-day work because he packs and ships the cards, but I do... Oh, here we go. Crappy legendary again. We just crown a Providence, all we need. Yeah, he does the packing, shipping. I do obviously all the YouTube stuff and buying collections and dropping off to the international events. But yeah, I've worked for myself for maybe 7 years now. Second last pack of the case. It's a good Majestic. The Majestic Dragon invokes are quite hard to hit, even the non-foil, which most people still want for the deck. Okay, so what is that? 1 case, 2 legendaries, 2 Marvel, and a Frost Hex is good. We did okay. Case 2. I want to try and get this done in the next half hour. So let's see. It's 5 cold foil common. It's actually 7 cold foils we hit. In Uprising, yes, because you tend to, when you hit the Marvel, you still get the common cold foils. So we actually hit 4, 5, 6, 7 cold foils. It's weird seeing these extended arts. I'm not used to them. Yeah, we just want crowns. So hard. It's not a lot to ask for, is it? A couple of cold foil crowns. Double crown box. Man, double crown pack. That's the dream, right? Like if I hit a double, if we hit a double crown case, I'll give away everything else. As in the boxes, the sealed ones that are left. I'll box break them for people right now. So wish me luck. Just gotta hit any 2 Crown of Providence in 1 case. But I mean, that has to be this case because there's only 1 after this anyway. So we hit this last time. I don't know if I like seeing it anymore, but it's still a Marvel. Cold foil still counts. Still a better cold foil than a common. See how you hit these much more often than the Ash Wings, for example? I don't think we've seen a cold foil or a Marvel Ash in a long time. Oops. Freezing Point. I don't know if everyone's eating, but 4 of you will if we give away the entire case. Oh, I know it's possible. It's double rare, one rare. It's not quite true, Douglas, because once you start, okay, erase face into a ghostly touch rainbow. So you need the ash pile, and then you need ash wings. So you definitely need more than one. Also, I find ash wings, it's better to have each individual ash wing than put a dice on them, because there's ways to buff the ash wing damage, and that can become a bit tricky to represent. So I feel like if you're running Rake the Embers, you generally need like 6 ash tokens. How do I manage my bulk? Okay, get sorted. No, you don't, Curtis. 100% false. Do not need to represent the ash under. That was errated, or not errated. There's a rule stating you don't. But yeah, I put the bulk gets sorted. It's all for sale on the shop. Every common, every rare. We're building quite a big library of commons, actually. Which will be good in time. Like, if we're still around as a single shop in 10 years, it'll be... having commons from sets would be very, very important. We do both. We have some automation, but it's mainly manual. Like, we automatically, that's a cool pack. The automatic bit is getting the pricing. Actually, it's not that much automation, but we have a spreadsheet, and it heat maps if something is changed drastically, and then we manually decide if we want to update or not. We don't automatically update the pricing just because it's gone up or down. Douglas, it's all listed. I think what you'll find is missing are like some speculative investments that we have, but they're like more like banned cards that are worth nothing, that we have like a bunch of foils of. Is it Seeds of Agony? Maybe is one of them as an example. So we have a whole bunch of alpha or first ed Seeds of Agony. We didn't do this with Drone. Would have been a fun thing to do with Drone. But yeah, we have like a bunch of Seeds of Agony in a draw. If that goes up, then we do it. But it's stuff that doesn't sell, if that makes sense. Like, it wouldn't sell even if it was cheap. That's why we don't put it up. Nah, I don't. Ball line. I think all our ball lightnings are listed. Or maybe they're not. Actually, maybe Dev's put some aside. But yeah, it's... But like, we have 50 odd soul foods. They're listed. When I say spec investment, I don't go out of my way to buy them. It's when we get them as part of a collection or something. That's what we like, I'm not ever actually trying to like buy a position of a card. I don't do that. But every time you buy someone's big collection, it's usually missing all the Command and Conquers and E-Strikes, like Art of Wars, all the good cards that are easy to sell, and it'll have all the cards that are not easy to sell, like Soul Foods. So, and when we buy people's bulk, you find a whole bunch of Seeds of Agony, for example. For common, is there any use to make places of one hero type at a store? For us, no. It's a lot of work. I don't, if you want to buy stuff like that, we're working, so we're migrating the website. And by migrating it, it should allow us to quite easily populate the cart. So you should be able to go like FABDB or February, copy a deck list or a list of cards and populate. So when that's set up, it'll just be up to you if you want to buy a play set of stuff to just... Soul Food's not like a bad card. It's just there's so many other cards that are better. But Soul Food on its own, like as an example, if you play Bolton, your highest high roll possibility is getting Soul Food turn 1 and going first, charging your soul with your whole hand, and then you're much closer to a Lumina combo than you ever would be playing normally. Douglas, yeah, probably half of all our orders are international. Alright, Spellfire Cloak. Yeah, Soul Food's really good. It's just not a card you want to see later in the game where you don't want to throw your hand in the bin, you know? Which is basically what it's doing, is it's taking a turn off. Now, we complained about no Ash. There's a Cold Fall Ash. I think the quickest way, I mean, someone correct me if I'm wrong, I think the quickest way is turn 0 Bolton Soul Food. That's the play. Alright, that was the last, what is this, box 2 of this case? So what are we on? 3 legendaries in 6 boxes. Whoops. I mean, for sure Bolton will get some love. I'm sure Dory. I mean, expansion sets, everyone gets some love. It's more about if it's enough or not enough. There. Is Channel the Bleak Expanse getting played at all? Yeah, that's slacker. That's because, first of all, the public doesn't open as much of it because it doesn't get drafted. And second, they usually have like low legendary counts, or they're harder to hit because there's such a big card count, but small packs. So yeah, the cards are okay, but opening them doesn't seem to ever be profitable. Everfest, I think, because you can get it for under distribution price, is okay to open. It's not hard to make money on Everfest. You hit a foil swing big and the box is nearly paid for. Yeah, so we're actually doing that. We're giving away, like, if you order, you might see an Everfest pack in your box because they're cheap, and you know, free pack's a free pack. So, and you can still hit quite big in Everfest. Again, like the average Majestic in Everfest is quite good. There is a format. There's a chaos draft format in Fab, just not a competitive one, but it's side event. Wow. I don't even know where that pack went. Let me find it. It went in the bin accidentally. Well, that's crazy, huh? It like... I wonder how deep it could have gone. I give up. I mean, that's probably the crown just went in the bin. I will find that later. It's going to take way too long. It sort of fell to the bottom of my bin. And I'm not in the mood to open it. Pop a crown, you want to trade me yet? No, I haven't popped a crown. And I doubt I would trade it. This... Glacial Horns. This one doesn't see any play. Oh, that wasn't at the airport, that was at the hotel. It was fun. It's always fun to see Rudy, Dan, and Edwin. They're like quite down to earth, genuine people, very good to hang out with. I mean, if you approach them, you'll know that they're always happy to chat. Edwin's really like into the game, plays it. Dan's been collecting it like crazy. I enjoyed Baltimore. I don't know, some people have said some things I kind of not sure if I even believe. What did I hear recently? Someone saw someone shooting heroin on the side of the road. Like, I don't know where people were and like what time of day. It doesn't even seem probable. Someone committing like that serious of a crime on the side of the road. But, didn't see it. My experience wasn't that bad. Sure, there were a couple of homeless people, but that never bothers me. Anytime I didn't see it. That's all I'm saying. I stayed there for 10 days. I missed a foil M. Very possible. Yeah, I did. It's always the Phi ones because they look like they don't stand out as M's. Thanks for letting me know. But yeah, like my impression of Baltimore was fine. See you, Derek. If anything, I had a very bad experience with my Airbnb. That's another story. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Andy. Like, I hear it and I don't. Like, people seem to have that impression. Never seen it. I would be shocked to see someone actually shooting heroin. Like, how quickly the cops would turn up would be insane. In any country, if someone's shooting, like, nah, I don't know. Again, not to diminish someone else's experience there, but everyone that said they experienced bad stuff seemed hyperbolic. Yeah, like I didn't feel like in danger. I left, I think at 1:30 a.m. Hey Tyler, 1:30 a.m. I think was the latest I walked home. A couple of people tried to talk to me. I don't know. No, yeah, but Devin, buddy, when was The Wire filmed? What era was it based on? Wasn't it the 80s? Can't make impressions from the 80s. In my opinion, I don't know. I've traveled a lot, man. I grew up in a third world country. Like, I get it, but I just think it's not as bad as people think. No, it wasn't 2000s. Are you kidding? The Wire was 90s? Maybe 90s. But none of us were in the right part of Baltimore. Like, why are we talking about 10 blocks over or even 1 block over if nobody stayed there? Look, I live in a suburb in Sydney. One suburb over is probably the highest gun crime rate in Australia. Like, would I recommend if you come and see me to go there? No. Are you gonna get shot? Probably not. Do I personally ever feel in danger? No. It's just crime rate statistic. Yeah, but again, anyway, this is people ask about my experience. That was my experience. I felt safe. I felt the city was clean, really wide, like open areas. The harbour was great. Cold foil heat wave. It's the first one. Yes. Food was good, yeah. Also, like, what would get my spider senses tingling would be seeing like groups of adolescents, right? Never once did I see a group of adolescents grouped up in Baltimore. So it's like same as a lot of countries. If there's gangs, like or groups. Did you take down the grading service? Nope, the grading service is up. Wow. Marvel Necria. Third Marvel? Yep, third Marvel Dragon anyway. This is the very last box of this case. Last few packs, actually. Where did I go eat? We went to some seafood place. Went to Chick-fil-A, was great. Yeah. Okay, last case. How much time have I got? Heaps of time. Phillips Seafood? What was Phillips Seafood? Did I go there? I don't know. What I'm talking about, impressions of Baltimore, my take on a lot of stuff in life. People give you their opinion based on their experience. You should always like hear them out, but I feel like that stuff happens with people as well. Like you'll get told, hey, don't deal with this person. Why? And you'll hear some reasons, and until you have an experience for yourself, I don't really try and take people's opinion that seriously that I don't want to form my own my experience of Baltimore was fine. Luna del Sea was good, yeah. And cheap. Like, I feel like it was, in Australia, what we'd call like a pub meal. Legal seafood? I don't know. But also, I didn't go that adventurous with food. I didn't really go to too many places. Because I did stay close to the city center, harbor area. I think when we were in Jersey, more people, I understand, like a lot more people got mugged or robbed. San Jose, a whole bunch of people got stuff missing as well. I heard a lot less of that in Baltimore. Maybe because people were just being more cautious. I don't know. San Jose, yeah. Yeah, but no one complained about the safety, right, Hamel? Got another one. So nice. So 2 Marvel Dragons in 1 box. Keen for Oznat? I don't know, man. I'm not that active playing right now, if you can't tell. I'm not really engaged with the game. That might change, but I'm sick of, like... But again, I know this sounds silly because it's like how card games are played, but I'm sick of teching my deck completely different every meta. And I'm sick of the temptation of switching decks just to try and win a few events. But that in and of itself is like creates a loop of gameplay that I'm not enjoying. Because I'm playing a deck that is very subpar. And I'm also not that good of a player that I can play a subpar deck and still win events. So. But that'll change. Hey, Paolo. Yeah, I heard it is going well. I hope it all works out. What am I playing? I only play Dorinthia properly. Like, I play a bunch of other decks in Blitz, but CC, it's Dory nearly always. Well, we don't know if it's new, do we, Zoz? I don't know. I'm hoping it's new, but it could just be glistening. I mean, see, you guys, like... These last boxes of Uprising, it's been Coronets, Ghostly Touches, and Illuvians. Nothing else. Haven't seen a Furnace, haven't seen a Crown. Also haven't seen a Blooded Drakai, but I mean, we've only opened 10 cases, which actually we should have seen one by now. No, we did see I think we saw a Rainbow Fall. No, we got a Cold Fall or Rainbow Fall Shuka in the last cases, but we had 6 other legendaries that were 3 Coronets and 3 Illuvian. Yeah, my luck is gone. My skill at the game's gone. I'm washed. Yeah, dragons are going up in value a little. I think people have finally realized Dromai is quite strong. Dromai is very good odds into the ranges as well, I believe. Which helps. Yeah, like they give... Yeah. It's funny how far behind the Dorinthia power level is when you like read a card like Codex. Or any card that is unconditionally giving you an arsenal, drawing a card, like that kind of thing. Kasai and CC would be great. I don't think Kasai beats Dromai at all, though. Dromai doesn't care if you can kill the dragons. She just doesn't make any, and then you can't kill them. And then when she's ready, we'll make 4, and you can't kill 4, so you still gotta block, and then... correlation or collation? Ah, right, yes. I mean, it's still just luck. I mean, whatever. It's just bad luck to see this many of the same legendary in cases in a row. But it could have just as easily been crowns. And Tyler owns them all. Oops. Hopefully Oldham is gone. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, you are saying hopefully is gone. Yeah. I thought you said isn't gone, and I was going to get angry. It's not the ice stopping us. Like Lexi just can't beat. I don't know how. I used to be Lexi all the time. Now, just a fucking 1 card hand comes in for 10. That didn't used to happen. Never used to happen. You know, they're playing like more fuseless, so Erase Face doesn't even really do its job. We can't beat Lexi or Dromai, I feel. They're terrible matchups. Illusionist is always going to be problematic for Dory. Is any deck that can have a board state and then just block you for 12 and then hit you for 12 and then block you, like 2 cold falls in a row, both terrible, so this box probably isn't going to be great. Yeah. You don't beat those decks. If you've ever beat a Dromai playing as Dory, the Dromai is playing badly. I've learnt. I used to beat it all the time, and then people wised up, and now I cannot beat that. You just cannot. Yeah, too many good tools at once is my issue with the way the game is distributed at the moment. Same as like Everfest came out and Starvo just had everything required to make the game unplayable for half the decks in the game. Now it's, I mean, we weren't that playable anyway, but in the Phi meta, we were able to do more. And then Oldham was in the way, and now it's less Oldham, more Lexi. Yes, Viscerai after Everfest as well. But then, like, what did they give Dory? They gave us Shadow. Blood on the Hands, which is not for Dory, but that was a Warrior Majestic in the set. Even Dynasty, like, the cards on face value seemed good, but you know, the aura they gave, the 2 auras they gave are just not that good. Like, they don't make a difference. They don't help you in the matchups you were losing. Well, I mean, instants traditionally don't block. But also, they could have made Iron Smoke Pride just the reaction. So that's like neither here nor there, because it doesn't need to be an instant. It could have just been a reaction. And I don't know why it's not a reaction, because that would have actually helped. It's really not, man. Like, you play at turn 0, the opponent just blocks out to get rid of it. Like it's not a massive issue, especially when you play it early when the opponent hasn't like lots of red respites. This is the second last box of the stream, so we did 3 cases of Outsiders. This is the 3rd case of Uprising. I don't think you should ever let Dory grow past 1 counter. That's a mistake. A lot of people make that mistake. It's much harder to deal with a 1 for 5 than a 1 for 4 weapon. The thing is, with Dory doesn't have anything that's broken. Like, anything on Dory that feels broken is a combination of 2 cards and your equipment to like even make it scary. Like nothing in and of itself. There's no 1-card trick. Like Twinning Blade is useless if you draw it and you don't have a Glistening or even a like Spoils of War. Like you need, even that's not good. It's Glistening Twinning is broken, sure, but to see both is complete luck based. You're not guaranteed to see both. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she has very good cards, but none of them are like in a vacuum when you draw them can get tempo. Just none of them. But yeah, things like codexes are printed. Even cards like Shred, where a single card just does everything you need it to do. Cards like Tumultai exist where without conditions you can... Well, it has some conditions that are easy to build around, but you can actually melt someone's armor while... You know, Dory doesn't have a way around armor blocks. Puncture's really good. Like puncture's in the right direction, but it's not broken. It's just on rate with a decent reprise, not reprise effect, a decent effect. But they like think about it this way: they printed a card like Shred, and they've printed cards like Iron Song Response. They're both 0 for 3. While Dorinthia's one is 0 for 3 that you have to block for it to matter. So you can get stuck with that card forever, but I don't know how I'm explaining this. The Shred works in cards that already have a good on-hit. So it's... Yeah, 0 for 4, that's right. Sorry, 0 for 4, not 3. Either way, Glistening, yes, is great, but you have 3 of them in the deck. On occasion, you'll have to block with them. And yeah, Courage is good because it blocks for 2. The resources are... It's really hard to get full value sometimes. And even when you do, it requires a lot of luck and setup. You need, in a perfect world, a Twinning and Refractions up, but then you're destroying 2 pieces of armor to get that combo off, which most decks don't need. I don't know. The deck is good, it's just not... It's like Azalea, it's good and then it's not. But we'll see. They haven't, you know, I'm sure there's stuff coming. Alright, last. I mean, Overpower is the only 6 damage reaction in the game. It's good. I don't know if Dory needs card draw more than Dory needs either an actual viable playstyle with another weapon so that people can't guess everything in your deck the second you flip over Dory. So right now it's just super easy to sideboard into Dory correctly. Unlike Dash, like I sit in front of Dash, I'm assuming they're going to go pistol, but they could also go aggro, and they're both viable. If you didn't know that Dory was running a second Marvel Phoenix Flame, not really what I want to see. Look, anyway, we could talk about this for ages. I don't know what the fix is, but we'll see what they put. We will see. So we've hit like really good Majestics this whole time. But no crown. This is the last box too. We're doing okay on marvels, I guess. Yes, they printed all these yeah, like Dynasty is such a slap in the face to me. This is a sick hit. I like seeing that. I've not seen one of these in a pack in a long time. Marvel Ash. So this box had Marvel Phoenix Flame and Marvel Ash in it, which does not bode well for our crown hit rate, you know. So for instance, if Dory had a setup card, let's say, where you set it up and then the next turn all your attack reactions cost 1 less, or something like that, or equipment that did that, would be a very, very different game. But we, like, already, you pretty much need 2 blues in hand to have a proper pop-off turn. But then if you have 2 blues in hand, you don't have the reactions required to even go over. And then, you know, most of the time, if someone blocks correctly, you just have to pass turn with cards in hand, which no other deck has that issue right now in the same capacity, where no deck has that, because that's a really low learning curve. Like, you don't need to do a lot to stop Dory. So yeah, I'm nearly done as it is. And we got like 5 packs to go. Yeah, same. It's like, again, it's just people blocking correctly. People see Naked Dawnblade, they know now to not block. And they don't trigger Glint. And then they go print a hero like Riptide that literally, the hero ability itself, and every single card in that deck is designed, well, not specifically like it's some conspiracy, but very specifically counters Dory. Like, it's actually, how many cold foils in this? 3? In one box? Maybe 4? I think 3. Yeah, you can't beat Riptide. Nah, it's not that. It's not the same as any aggressive deck, honestly. It's a much worse story. Much worse. Even the traps in Lexi, like just Lexi running inertia is basically, if they become 0 for 4. Oh, sorry, for frailty. Last pack is nothing. Well, no crowns. What did we end up with? 3 legendaries? 4 legendaries. 4 in 3 cases. Like, it's not bad, right? Like, when you look at it after the fact. They're not great ones, but I think we did okay. I'm not super happy, not super unhappy. We got what we got. The fact that Riptide even exists makes me doubt that Dory will ever be viable. A deck that is exclusively incentivized to run D-Reacts is not going to be beatable. We already had that issue with Oldham. Any deck that efficiently runs D-Reacts is just a pain. Now, what's funny is if you feel like not sharking, but like technically the Riptide needs to allow your reactions to resolve. Dory needs 3 CNC and 9 Wreak Havoc. No. No. All right, guys, I gotta go. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe if you haven't. Yes, Tommy, I have, and I lost to it. I'm gonna log off, but see you guys soon.